Talk to you about success. Success obviously is not a new term, a new word. It's definitely something that we are all familiar with. Most of us are evolved today to the point that we realize success is not this one thing. It doesn't equal more money, though it may for you. It doesn't equal more education, though it may for you. But success is something that is customized. It's an idea. It's a vision that we create in our own minds, in our own selves. And ultimately, success means this level of contentment of reaching a goal that we set out. That's pretty much what success is. And so I'm here to share what I believe are those three important ingredients, those three components, those three steps toward success. I'm not here to tell you that they're independent of each other, because I don't believe that they necessarily are. They can actually positively influence each other in a phenomenal way as used appropriately. But I do believe that all three are very important in reaching success. So I believe those three important ingredients to success include, of course, your potential, your effort, and opportunity. I've heard others say, where opportunity meets preparation. And I'm not to say that I don't believe that also are that those aren't two major ingredients, but I believe potential is a huge one. I really do. Now, let me first and foremost say I think that all of us, and at the very least 99% of us, are underestimating our potential, and therefore underestimating our ability to reach certain levels of success. But that being said, I do believe that we do have different potential, different areas of potential, and different levels of potential in respective areas. So like I said, these three elements can definitely influence each other without a doubt. So for sure, if you get an opportunity, that opportunity may cultivate more skill sets, more talents, give you more life to your gifts, to the point where your potential increases, for sure. It's the same goes with your effort. The more effort you make, of course, the more you're going to increase that potential. And then you can also make effort in order to find an opportunity. So that being said, I'm not here to tell you that they are mutually exclusive of each other. Definitely not. And they can definitely be interdependent and having an influence on each other. But I do think that they are all key ingredients. So let's talk a little bit about those and what they look like as they manifest, or, and that, for that matter, don't manifest in your life. Potential being one. Is this something that you're really able to do? Do you have the capabilities, whether it's one, do you have the gifts? Was this something that you were just born doing, knocking it out the box? That's what potential looks like. It looks like gifts, or it looks like talents. And those talents are those things that we can develop, those skill sets that we can build, for example, whether it's writing or playing basketball. These are two things that you could be born with a significant number of gifts that are going to give you an advantage. But these are also things that we can build talents toward, right? These are often things that we can do better in our own accord by practicing. Build those talents around it that in turn increase our potential. Now, some people may say, if you're born a certain way, you probably aren't going to have the potential to do this. If you're born with X or without X, you're probably not going to have the potential to do Y. And a lot of times that can be true, but then there's that 1%, right? So basketball, for example, most of us believe if we're not born to be at least 6'2", okay, we need to strike basketball off of the goals. And then you have an anomaly come around, once every maybe 50 years, we don't know, a Spud Webb who's dunking and doing all these miraculous things at about, I believe he was about 5'6", something of that nature, who's totally going to defy nature in every single level. And that's what God does, right? Sometimes he's going to surprise us and be like, whoa, I didn't think I could do that. And those types of things you can only do through God, right? If you're not born, knowing that you are fitting into this box, and I'm not going to tell you that God isn't going to make those exceptions. And what is often is going to be required is for you, you're going to need to hear from him closely, right? To tell you, are you the exception to the rule? But that being said, you're still going to need that potential at the end of the day, whether it's lining up in a preparatory way regarding that success that you're going after, or if it's something specifically God said, you know what, you're an anomaly, but you're going to do it. You stutter like crazy, your articulation isn't there, but I need you to be a public speaker for me. We've heard time and time again that story, and it happens. So God has the final say over potential, but again, you have to have that potential in order to have success. Secondly is the effort. You have the potential. God blessed you with the gifts. Are you lazy with the gifts? Now, if you're lazy with the gifts, 9 times out of 10, that success is not going to come. Now, you may have this miraculous, thing just land on your porch, and it happens sometimes. But 9 times out of 10, if you don't have the effort, success is not going to be there, even with the most phenomenal gifts. And we've seen it. We've seen people blow our minds away, whether it's with singing or the way that they calculate mathematics or the way that they make strategic decisions. We've seen people, phenomenal dancers, all different types of gifts we've seen people blessed with that just disappear over the years because they don't feel like doing it, They are blessed with this gift, and either they're lazy or they're not interested in using it. So the effort obviously is going to need to be behind you having success in that area of the gift, or else it's just not going to happen. And then, thirdly, it's about opportunity, quite frankly. And this is something that a lot of us, we don't want to talk about. We want to believe, everybody has a fair shot, And it's just not the case. I'm not going to tell you that life is fair because I would be lying. I don't believe that, but I do believe we can work hard. We can hustle, to create our own opportunities. And we can definitely work hard and put that effort toward finding opportunities that's going to increase our opportunities for success, right? But I'm not going to tell you that everybody has the same level of opportunity because I just don't believe that. But I do believe that you can increase your chances and that you can definitely increase the opportunities that you have. You have tremendous influence over doing that and bettering your lives on every level. Again, going back to what I said earlier, that potential is phenomenal because it is something truly you can feed into. There's limits to it, but you can increase it. And the first thing goes to removing the limits that don't exist. Don't create imaginary limits on your potential. Don't create limits that God has not created on your potential. You have to feed yourself, with that positivity, with those positive affirmations and expectations, and that's going to significantly increase your odds. But again, those 3 ingredients are what I see as you having success in anything. Number 1, the potential. Number 2, the effort. And number 3, the opportunity. So I pray that you be blessed and that you receive those 3 ingredients where your success lies for you. And that you make it happen, whatever that is. Have a blessed day.